You're watching a movie, a simple scene. Someone says goodbye, or says, "I'm proud of you," or just holds a door open, and you feel that familiar prickling behind your eyes. You're having a difficult conversation, and your voice starts to waver before your mind even understands why. A beautiful piece of music, a stranger's kindness, a memory that surfaces out of nowhere, and there it is, that swell in your chest, that heat in your face. The tears come, and with them, a quiet thought. Why does this keep happening? This looks like a lack of control, like a leak in your emotional container, but it's not. It's something far more intricate. If you were someone who cries easily, you might have been told you're too sensitive, that you need to toughen up. You might even judge yourself for it, feeling a flash of embarrassment when it happens in front of others. But what if we saw this not as a flaw in your design, but as a feature, a profound and ancient feature? First, let's be clear. You are not broken. This response makes sense. Your nervous system is speaking a language that predates words. Crying easily isn't a sign of a weak spine. It's often a sign of a highly attuned emotional radar. Your system registers subtleties, a shift in tone, an unspoken sadness, the weight behind a simple gesture that others might miss. It's picking up on the music, not just the lyrics. And when that radar detects something meaningful, something poignant or overwhelming or tender, your body has a direct line to express it. Tears are that line. So why does your system choose this language? Let's walk through the psychology, not as a diagnosis, but as a translation. Think of your emotional capacity as a cup. For many, daily stressors, micro-worries, and absorbed feelings from others slowly fill that cup. You go through your day managing it all, often beautifully. Then a small thing happens, a commercial, a kind word from a coworker. It's just a few more drops, but it's the drops that make the cup overflow. The tear isn't about the commercial. It's the release of everything that cup was already holding. It's your body's pressure valve opening to maintain equilibrium. A child crying after a long day over a broken cookie isn't crying about the cookie. They're crying about the day. You are no different. For some, empathy isn't just an understanding, it's a felt experience. Your mirror neurons, the brain systems for simulating what others feel, are on high fidelity. When you see someone else's victory, their grief, their vulnerability, you don't just think about it, you feel a version of it. Your tears are a boundary issue, but not in a negative way. It means the line between self and other is, in moments of deep human connection, beautifully permeable. You cry at the movie because, for a moment, you are right there with them. It's a testament to your capacity for connection, not a lack of separateness. But here's the part we often misunderstand. We see tears as purely a sign of sadness, of breakdown. We miss their other crucial function. Your body seeks resolution. And emotion is, at its core, a wave of energy moving through your nervous system. Joy, grief, awe, relief, they all want to complete their cycle, to be felt fully and then released. For people who think and feel deeply, emotions aren't shallow. They have weight and texture. Crying is one of the body's most efficient ways to complete that cycle. It's the sigh at the end of the chapter. It physically metabolizes the feeling. The tear contains stress hormones. You are literally releasing the chemistry of overwhelm. So that moment of crying in the difficult conversation, it might be your body's ancient, wise attempt to process the intensity in real time, to clear the fog so you can actually think again. Sometimes, tears are what comes up when words fail, when you encounter a beauty that language can't capture, or a pain that feels unspeakable. Your body finds another way to speak. It's saying, "This matters too much for sentences." It's a biological poem, an acknowledgement of something profound. In a world that values articulation, your tears are articulating the inarticulable. This behavior evolves with you. As a child, tears might have been a direct signal for need. As an adult, they become something else, a private language between your deepest self and the world. They become the familiar friend who visits when you're touched or overwhelmed or finally safe enough to feel what you've been carrying. They are not a regression, they are an anchoring, a touchstone of your own humanity in a day that demands you be a machine. So see it for what it is. This isn't a leak, it's an overflow of a different kind. It's the evidence of your depth, your empathy, your alive and responsive heart. It is your nervous system's loyal, wordless companion, helping you regulate the unregulatable, process the unprocessable, and speak when words fall short. There is no need to harden, no need to build a higher wall. The goal isn't to cry less. The goal is to understand what the tears are for, to listen to them, to thank them even, for doing the work of release so you can keep moving forward, lighter. It's not weakness, it's wiring, and in its own quiet, wet way, it's a kind of strength, a vulnerable, human, and honest strength. Let it be.